All right, what you guys don't know is that we're on a little bit of a delay, so GLuck sees the picks before they happen and just acts like they're well-timed. No, I'm just kidding. I'm trying to undermine all your success, GLuck. You're a fraud. Let's get back into a draft. Once again, maybe we could have predicted the Garrosh. Not too big a surprise. If we perhaps have a Gen.G ban here. Oh, two can play at that game, GLuck.
What's next then? What's next? Tell me. Tell me, Rapid.
Oh, gosh.
Garrosh ban. Well, when you...
Maiev.
Maiev? We'll see. Maybe just on Diablo or Nubarak ban if they're not.
Yeah, you could just have another tank ban.
I think one of the tank because first game Garrosh went to Gen.G, and this was actually not just as a tool.
What?
But, see, I said it. Tank ban.
Okay, shut up, yes. GLuck. No, no, I will not let you have that.
That was close enough.
It's so
tank
dumb.
ban. See, I called it.
That's like if you said, well, they're going to have a hammer ban, and then they ban a literal tool, like the actual hammer. Like, I didn't know a hammer was in... Okay, well, you're not getting credit for that one either. Oh, my God. All right, well, there was the Maiev ban, so I get credit for that one, too, and the double pick.
Tyrande really rising up.
Yeah.
I think especially the new teams, they want to try a few new things. But we got Hanzo, and this is the map where we actually see the basic attack build from Rich a little bit. The instant minion kill for the extra range. That's what Rich goes all the time. Only on this map. Wonder we'll see again because it's a different situation when there's a Tyrande on the other side.
Man, another brainer coming through here for GLuck. Man, Meissen just looks so out of position in game number 1. I do question that pick. It is still in the first half of the draft too, so there's plenty of opportunities to counterpick that for Gen.G, like the Li Ming ban, but I don't know if that's going to be the most impactful. Also, you know, Deckard's still out there, so maybe GLuck want to take that away just to deny, but don't know exactly what to expect here to round things off.
Yes, I do think that is the most... that's the easiest ban you can have, but instead they go for white main. When they want to focus a lot of CC onto one, I think my white main is not a bad choice. But when you want to control, when you want to stay on that control point, on this map specifically, I do think Deckard is overall a little bit better.
Super good. Yeah, I mean, you could always make a case for that. And there is the Yrel. I feel like we haven't actually seen Yrel be quite as popular as when she first came out, but still out there, of course. Great solo laner. So what does GLuck want to draft to go up against that? You can always just go straight for the Blaze. I mean, I guess that works out pretty well.
Yeah, if they want to control the Rainer. But Thrall, I think, was going to be the 5th pick of Gen.G possibly. So I think they thought of a move of stealing that away. Which is not a bad idea. But can they actually pair it up perfectly and also peel for Rainer? Which has been which they have been having a hard time combining all the crowd controls together.
Well, we'll see. I would have liked to see maybe a bunker or just something to save that. Oh, we get a chance to watch the Vengeance as the slightly buffed Tychus does come out. Of course, a great pick against Diablo as well.
The moment we saw Yrel, it had to be something like the Tychus. It was less of a mage in this case. Reset does not use too much Tychus, but she started bringing out Tychus starting last week. Usually we would only have SDE basically, but because they have Yrel, and against Diablo we would like to see Marthale, but Kyoto's not the best one, I would say. And which puts him on Yrel, so in terms of the percent damage, we need another tool. That's Tychus, and has been working out pretty well last week. So that's how the draft was completed for Gen.G. A little better for GLuck too. Tyrande, with Thrall, Leoric post 10, they can trap a lot of the members down.
That's
like
true.
Deckard, Tychus. So they have a lot of hope in this case, but how much of an early game they can actually have will be their focus. They should be focusing on their macro, at least to catch up to the tempo that Gen.G has.
Catching up to Gen.G's tempo. Can any team in the world really do that?
Dignitas. And Team GLuck.
Team GLuck. Well, I mean, there's a reason we've banned Team GLuck from participating in HGC, because we do want to give the other team the chance. So, yeah, it certainly seems like Gen.G has quite a chance. GLuck, I mean, they have been changing things up, so I'm glad to see some innovations, some variations on a theme, but will they be able to turn things around here? It certainly looks like an uphill battle.
Crash once again for throw. 2 stacks already.
Wow. So broken. Please no. No, but a nice way to start things off. We should just see things dissipate to their various lane assignments. But quite a big rotation here. Actually, I thought, yeah, everybody just moving all the way up to the top themselves.
This has thorough charge, so they were going to looking for a counter kill, but alone with Tychus, not going to happen yet. So Gen.G, whenever they get an early, super early kill with the top rotation in this case, they go for super early healing pulse. What you see right there.
Yep, and that's always been a strength of Gen.G, right? The item control in this map is just, I mean, it feels like they're shopping, basically. They're just like, well, we'd like to fight you, but hold up, because we have to buy a few more items. So, GLuck will get a turret on the other side, so they will still have some things in their arsenal. And we're not fighting over the control point just yet, so just kind of stacking things up and trying to shove the waves for that inevitability.
Actually going, usually you would see, even on this map, geometry, but this time target practice, which is quite rare even from Rich.
Yeah, it seems like just the scatter arrow all the way through. It's like
scatter usually to complete and just ignore all distractions at 4 on this map. That has been the Rich build, I would say.
GLuck did the air double quotes when he said rich build, by the way. I just thought I'd communicate that.
Oh, never mind. Going for that full Q build.
Wow. Okay. I mean, we're really seeing some innovation. I'm sure that's what our observer is pointing out. Also pointing out 6 crash stacks, so we're getting up there.
Yeah, a lot better than the one before. Rich.
The initial lockdown onto reset, made it look like he was in danger. But he's got so much backup. It's just no trouble at all.
And also Tychus is one of the tankier DPS compared to Hanzo, compared to Tyrande, Vala, or the others.
Yep, certainly.
Actually, a lot more HP.
Super squishy when it comes to, especially Hanzo. So, I want to see what this new build on Hanzo, well, not new, but like this uncommon build, how effective that is going to be here. Storm Arrow is going to be something to watch out for.
Early one from GLuck, and he did spot Roxer going in.
Oh, engaged here. Roxer going to get the flip
rooted
off
once
the
again.
chain CC. Rich going to get taken down.
Survives.
Wow, that Feral Spirit almost just killed him straight up. The lockdown ended seconds too soon. So Rich, surprisingly, does not die spontaneously.
But a good start for GLuck. They do have the first healing pulse, which barely ever happens against Gen.G.
Oh, yeah, specifically against Gen.G. I mean, they do have to retake the point here, but they should be able to recap this pretty easily. All on top of it, there's going to be a rough start for MSG, but he should be able to come back and return, heal back up, get ready to go, and this is the retake by GLuck.
They dropped both. So what Gen.G does a lot when the items are dropped, they just go back, wave clear the other lanes, and then come in when they're gone.
They do have a camp pushing top lane, so that is going to be in their advantage. And they did rotate Leoric down to start pushing on bottom. So the retake should be possible here. GLuck are very hesitant to go back in on this.
It's hard because they had, without Kyocha, they had less healing, so Rich has to be careful, focusing on Diablo for now. There's the Emerald.
Oh, and Reset taking the conveyor belt in, just kind of zooms up and catches Diablo off guard, takes him out, and that's just almost certainly going to be a first cap for Gen.G.
Well, almost no healing when you get hit by that Emerald. There's that focus once again.
God.
Tyrande, no escape.
How well coordinated this is. I mean, MSG's healing up for a little bit, and of course he's got Wraithwalk, so it'll be okay, but that's not going to help GLuck reclaim control of the point. That CP will be theirs.
Even with the healing pulse, it's quite rare to see them actually losing the team fight. First robot, the Protector. Love goes to Gen.G and open the wall, goes to top and open the other one. Because on this map, because the bottom one's actually farther apart compared to mid and top, we actually have swapped lanes. That's what happens. We usually have the solo lane on the further away, further apart lane. That's why we actually have some lane changes on Spider.
Yeah, by far my favorite part of Heroes of the Storm maps compared to other maps. Oh, is he just gonna solo him with the protect?
Terran fails to do so. What? No repair on the Marine.
What? How are we watching?
Are you lost in words?
Yes. I really am. I mean, we're watching just the boss kill everyone. Destroyer of worlds. This is Deckard and Numerock in a giant robot killing everyone. Wow. Man, GLuck really struggling to... it feels like they're underestimating the damage potential or just not respecting it. So
once again, the Dragon Strike.
Wait, what is MSG doing? Oh, boy. I mean, Raise Walk, good, but you don't want to have to use it that way.
At least he didn't die. So, let's put it that way. And Tis looking for a spot. They know exactly where they are. They're not doing the healing. And they're nowhere around the map and the lane. They must be doing camp. That was an easy read for Gen.G.
Yep, I mean they do it. They read them like a book, like a children's book. One of the ones with large letters.
Large pictures.
Oh, that's true, yeah.
Barely a sentence at the
picture
bottom.
book, perhaps a pop-up book. Very easy to read as well, I might add. If you guys are not readers, you know, you too can start easy. Pop-ups. So here we go, looking for pop-ups of their own. Roxer is trying to dislodge Tis, but he's just not concerned at all.
Yeah, look at Tis. He was actually willing to be charged by Diablo. He wanted to focus on his own. He wanted to engage. Because GLuck was actually pre-10 at that moment. Now they're post-10. That lightning breath, a little of a waste. I don't know what exactly he was looking for there.
Yeah, I mean, it was the optimism lightning breath. It was the get out of here and don't come back again. I think, spoiler alert, they are going to be coming back, so maybe that's going to be an upset Grandpa Diablo who just can't keep the kids off his lawn.
Maybe that's the truth that we all should be knowing. Kyocha.
Yeah. I mean, there's not much to say about that one. Oh wait, there's no...
yeah, he has the defenders.
Yeah, but
zoning Dragon Strike and the healing pulse as well. Drop by Tis, so he's safe. He's continuing to fight. Overlord is the one.
You're out, by the way. Whoa, okay.
Look at the grenade and the
that is
arrow.
The best way to kill anyone in Heroes of the Storm.
Burst it out.
Grenade kills just feel amazing. Roxer should be the next one to fall. Yeah, wow, just bouncing on him. That Avenging Wrath build by Kyocha just really kicking into high gear. He's just hopping everywhere. It's the bunny hop build. Kyocha's pogoing on everyone. Stomping him down, picking up the field Glucks and bopping him on the head.
Oh. You want to be careful when you go back into the wall of your own. Oh, Lornado!
Oh, Bison!
But Sokka's alone.
Yeah, there's no follow-up for that. That was an epic Lornado. Here comes another kind of
my breath stinks. That's what he says. And he goes down. Numerock's already on the top looking for that quote. Guys, like, can we please come to the control point, please? That's what I say in Overwatch all the time.
Please team, and then you ping it a lot, and you can't ping anymore, but your team finally gets the message.
Well, suddenly Gen.G has 3-level lead. What happened, Rapid?
Well, a little thing called a protector happened. It killed everyone. They pushed all the way to the keep, and yeah, sure, they had to back out, right? But they unfortunately got picked off many times after that and really have looked, what's the word? Incohesive. Disjointed. Scattered, like the arrows. Like the quest that Hanzo didn't take.
Still got the W.
Oh yeah, that is true. Okay, so it's not total commitment.
Yeah, but notice how GLuck can't even challenge to come into the control point, but they will do it for the healing balls.
There's an okay lightning breath, but it's not going to do much to zone out. Oh, the Dragon Strike. Third time that we've seen that today. Can the Hyperion turn things around, though? Looks like the answer is no. Nice Sundering to disjoint
defensive Sundering with the turret. We have some extra output, but without Leora, he's not as much Overlord.
Oh, Cocoon
he can't escape. Jimmy.
No, run for your life.
Oh, Jimmy.
Overlord actually will be able to get out. So will Tyrande, although maybe that was a little bit... Okay, I said it too soon. It does look like maybe Sake will be kind of the sacrificial lamb, but can GLuck turn this one around? I mean, they've done it once before at the core, but it turns out the spoiler alert says no. They will not be able to turn this around.
Yeah, Rich says no to that question, and they still control this with 96. So in just 10 plus seconds, they will have the second protector of the game. Just 10 minutes, they're into the keep walls. Now it's quite rare in Volskaya.
If Gen.G want to fight fair, they'll have all of their heroes back off except for the protector, and we'll see how many heroes it kills this time. Because GLuck did have a sizable difficulty defending against just that, and now they are just going to push through the last fort on the bottom lane, and probably through the keep if everything keeps going the way that it has before.
This is actually somewhat of a chance before Deckard. If they want to trap them down, okay. Diablo's the only one. It's not synergizing. The protector's way too strong. Reino cannot do the damage to the back line, and he will get caught.
And boom goes the dynamite. Now KCP, the next one, set in the protector's sights. Oh wow, he actually does survive. Of course, stealth is a good way.
Shadowstalker there to escape, but not too much as the protector's still standing.
MSG?
30 seconds. MSG using his straight. Yes.
Wow.
Not using it straight, though. He was forced to use that straight.
That is very true.
Yes.
Man, it's true once again, the age-old saying from eons past. He protect, but he also attack, GLuck. And Gen.G are certainly doing that as much as they can. Wow. There's not much to say.
Well, there's a lot of things to say, Rich. Not even close. There's a crash. Completing a lot of damage added now. Plus 360, Reina's caught. But look at that.
Dragon Strike Bison!
Almost.
Barely escapes. MSG gonna get
Coach.
bounced on. Oh, Yrel, please.
Ardent Defender, he absorbs and he escapes easy.
Man, these are the best Ardent Defenders I've ever seen. And that's most of the time, you know, teams don't really focus that. But Coach is making it to look like the juiciest target. He gets in, looks dead, gets out alive.
3 levels apart. 2 men down, and they do not have Reina, who can even dare Gen.G to get close.
Yeah, I mean,
they don't even have. Oh, Tyrande, of course. A lot less damage now, so you can't.
That is true. Not as scary.
Assassinate anyone in the range.
Not as scary as she once was. Still good enough for first pick, apparently. We'll see GLuck trying to make a desperate last stand.
Oh, 45, are they coming in? Race Thunder!
Yeah, it does catch Tychus off, but he's just going to reset back into the fight. MSG, look at that Lornado, bounces him right back
Yeah, but
in.
Rainer's up there, so they have to come all the way. There's a Cocoon to save him. And that's another 4v5 now without Leoric.
Oh, Jimmy. Poor Jimmy. Is he going to make it out of here? Bouncing on top of him. There's one.
Got a second one onto KCB. Even body blocking. Rockstar, it seems like he's onto the other team. Tyrande is not going to like that Diablo.
No, he is not. That is kind of a traitor right there. Maybe we'll have to court-martial him after this one. But yeah, certainly did help Gen.G out with a little bit of body blocking there. It wasn't a team wipe by any means, GLuck, but GLuck will need all the luck that they can muster to stay in this one.
Haha. Yep. He's going full. And that's a rare one. With even the Dragon Strat actually working out somewhat, because when GLuck, they want to dive in, have some change, you see. But the zoning from the Dragon Strike is actually helping them out a lot, sometimes doing the damage, so that's a plus. And they already control a lot from the Lornado too.
Those Lornados are actually just so godlike. I mean, it kind of feels weird to highlight Deckard just because he's so powerful, he's so meta right now. But like, to see him just use so well, it's a thing of beauty. So you're starting to see why when Deckard is played at the highest level, he is just so incredibly strong.
Super cool build from Rich Hanjo, but don't try it at home. I'm warning you guys.
Kind of rare that we get a chance to see the Stormbow build, but I'm actually really happy with it.
Oh. I would rather like to see the Giants one at 16 doing some percent damage, but flawless, I guess, in this case where he actually does somewhat, still a lot of damage, and look at that. They're holding in so many. They're holding in the turrets, a healing pulse. Even if GLuck comes in, they will be going down by all those items they're holding. They're looking for the two-man go here. MSG comes in.
I mean, they get a nice angle on it. Look at that lightning breath. It is actually dealing a lot of damage, specifically on Rich in the back. Here comes Odin down, though, and this should be more than enough that Gen.G needs to turn this one back around.
Hondo's down, but they don't have the extra damage from Overlord. It's stuck right in there. Look at that root.
He can't escape. The Scroll of Sealing was just locked him into place, and now he is going to go down, and really the rest of GLuck might just fall here. Rocks are kind of running away, but the core is very, very vulnerable, and Gen.G pushing through. You know, it feels like they overstay their welcome sometimes. They might be doing that a little bit here, but they are just kind of going for the glory kills.
Yeah, they hit 20. Next target was Hirande, but look at that. Diablo back with the soul reset. He's got the turret. He should be putting down even just before you die. You should always put it down, but he's got the minigun. Look at the damage. Rockstar is going down. He looked for the target.
My
he's
God.
a goner.
They can't stop it. Another issue. They're trying to get the right angle to this one, and even though MSG is able to kind of ready to walk away and survive, Gen.G just don't stop.
They don't stop, even without Hanzo. 4 men, and whenever they come back, they just look like they're monsters all the time.
They're going to be fighting so long that Rich will have an opportunity to get back into the fight after dying. Wow, what a fight. That was pretty scrappy by GLuck. I felt like they actually did have several things that went well.
Yes.
But in the end, Gen.G, I mean, they're just too far ahead.
It's the power of Tychus. You want to get some control, but unless you have the perfect lock onto the Tychus, and because there are a lot of tools from Gen.G to zone the backline out when they should be diving in to kill Hanzo and Tychus together, it's really hard. They got the Hanzo promoted to squish one. That's easier, but onto Tychus, it's a little hard. And that minigun does a lot more when you're tanky, when you have a lot of HP. 4% every single minigun shot. So that's why Rockstar has been burned down all the time.
Rockstar going in, but getting cocooned immediately. We'll see if they can bust him out of there. Lornado once again, but the Dragon Strike as well. Look at that damage on the Myson. Almost just chucking him down to 10%. He does get back, and he will be able to heal up, but Gen.G are not stopping. Another one goes down into MSG. Oh, I think he was kind of playing for the other team there.
MSG saves Myson.
Did he?
He entombed so that Myson could get away, but he turns back to get do a little bit more damage.
Because that entomb almost certainly sealed his own death. But what a pro, taking one for the team, helping Myson get out alive. I mean,
know.
Granted, you know, Myson might not be able to do a whole lot to stop this core from going down, but in the end, you know, that's going to bolster their team morale for maybe games in the future. Myson, of course, also goes on to then inevitably die, but a good way to end the game with the power of friendship. Gen.G, of course, pretty good friends as well. And they'll feel good with another 3-0 victory over GLuck.
Another Dragon Strike to end the series.
Yeah, that's true. And because we made it to level 20, we also had an awakened Dragon Strike as well.
Oh, yes.
Not often we get this chance to see that.
It's really hard. Well, if you go for Dragon Strike, I think
you gotta go for the talent,
yes,
right?
And if you use it before the team fight, you can use one in the middle of the team fight, and you
maybe
can
at the
use
end
one
of the team fight.
Yes,
Yeah.
I love it so much.